quick update and correction. I brought you information earlier in the day pertaining to sources that spoke with Brian Eaton about Jake Haro confessing to a fake inmate in jail about unaliving baby. In commentary to you all earlier during the live, the interview he had with the young lady and his commentary, because at first I was not going to play it, but I told myself, go ahead and play it just in case there's some confusion or misinformation pertaining to whoever spoke with him about this fake confession or confession. It has been said through the district attorney, there was no confession. So, as I have always said, and I said during the live, you have to be very careful about what you repeat per information from the internet. I trusted, bringing you that information from Brian Eaton. I'm assuming he vetted whomever he was speaking to and the sources that brought the said information about the confession. So that is the only reason why I repeated it. But I had said during the live earlier today, or this morning, you have to be very careful about what you repeat on a live stream, social media, because some things are not the truth. And as law officials said during that presser today, if you're not hearing it from us, then you don't need to believe it. If it's not coming from law officials, then it's not true. And so this is why I said during the live earlier, sometimes it's best to wait a day or two before repeating information about what a person said, did, arrests, searches, so on and so forth. So I wanted to bring you all that said information. How do you all feel now about this latest information that he did not confess to another inmate about unaliving his child? Once again, it is being said that the mother, Rebecca, she is standing on her allegation that the child was kidnapped by a outside person, but during that presser, it was revealed through video surveillance that is not true. And that has been said by law officials earlier last week, that is what led to the arrest, plus whatever they found on their devices and inside of their home. There is no information to validate a kidnapping. Nobody was near her car, hitting her, pushing her down, any of that. So that was also released during the press conference. And as I brought you information earlier about a neighbor allegedly said they used their garbage can to put belonging to the kid. I don't know if that's really true or not. So see, that's why I said you have to be very careful about what you repeat, because once again, as law officials said, if you're not hearing it from us, it's probably best not to repeat it and pass it along. So there you have it. Hello, Chick 10. Thank you for joining me. I don't know what to say about this nonsense, but I'm going to wait from here on out before repeating anything about this case or any other case, because as I have always said to you all, everything's about perception. Everything is about a version. It doesn't matter if the news people go to a person directly to say, hey, what happened to your kid? Hey, what happened over here on 15th Street? It is a version. Until it can be verified, it is a version, okay? Even if it comes from the news, it is still a version. Okay, law officials, allegedly we're hoping things are verified from them, but as they said during the presser, if you don't hear from us, don't pass it as the said word, spoken word. So there you have the said information. There was no confession to a fake inmate, whomever, warm body. And so this is making me wonder about the neighbors. Did they even go put things in their garbage can? Because that's even more stupid as well. You have killed a kid. No matter what happened, why would you put his belongings in a garbage can? So see, I don't even know if that's the truth or not. Do we or should we believe this person that they put items, Rebecca and Jake, put items in their trash bin belonging to the child? We also heard items were removed belonging to the child, photographs, items. Is that true? I don't know. I have no idea. Hello, Dawn. Thank you for joining me. I have no idea. But I know that It's a horrific situation because more than likely the child is deceased. The child has been discarded. It was also mentioned during the press, about dumping of the child, and well, that was mentioned right in source. Really, a lot was not given during the presser because it's still an open investigation. But I don't know the motive for the murder. I don't know how the child was murdered. But information came out. There was blood on carpet and floorboards, so we'll go with that. The child was harmed fatally. The mother, she has knowledge. No matter what she is saying about this kidnapping, they have verified it is not true. As I told you all during the last live this morning, she's going to say that because she knows she cannot say, I killed the kid, he killed the kid, I'm covering up for him, because that means she's putting a stamp that the child is not alive. And the fact that she gave a false report, which that is another charge, alongside the malice murder, it makes it look bad on her part. How are you the mother and you don't know your child is deceased? You don't know your child has been thrown out somewhere. You do know. So she can't say, yeah, I know my child is dead. Yeah, he killed the kid. Yeah, he threw the kid out. Yeah, I know about it. Because if she really cared about her kid, she would have went to authorities and told everything in the beginning. And that's the spoken word. If Rebecca cared anything for baby Emmanuel, she would have easily called police, made a way to get away from him if she feared for her safety, and tell them, hey, my husband has killed our child. I fear for my safety. I need a safe haven. My child is gone. And he took the child out, discarded the child, I don't know where or wherever she thinks the child is, or whatever he told her. She should have went to the authorities. So to me, it's a proven fact that, she is complicit. And she cannot say the child is dead, because then that contradicts this alleged kidnap story. So she knows, I can't tell the public, I can't tell police, I know my child is dead because I just told you all that he was kidnapped. And it shows that I'm complicit during, before, after, which and so ever. So she knows this. So she's sticking with this stupid kidnap story. It's really asinine. But when you're dealing with people who are sociopaths, psychopaths, it's expected that they're going to make up things, they're going to lie. And the one thing you have to tell yourself about Mr. Jake Haro, he is evil. He has already attempted to murder another child who is 7, 8 years old and can't see, can't walk, can't talk, has a trach in her throat. Why would we believe anything he has to say, even if it was true that he did confess to somebody in jail or whomever? You're never going to get the truth. He took the authorities out on a wild goose chase, out in the fucking desert, knowing that child was not out there because he had nothing better to do. Probably didn't want to be cooped up in that jail, wanted 5 minutes of attention, wanted to make himself appear that he's in control of the situation when he's the one that's damn incarcerated. But this is an ego trip. Let me get my last dib on this situation. I'll tell them this kid's over here, blah, blah, blah. It's sad and it's pathetic. I don't know how the child died. Don't know when the child exactly died. Allegedly, they're going back to the 5th. We also heard rumors that people saw the woman with the black eyes, Rebecca, around the 3rd. So as I told you before in my commentary, I won't doubt that he beat her up and he also beat up that kid. So that's my theory. He beat them both up. He beat up the mother and he beat up the kid for whatever reason. We know he's a batterer. We know he likes to beat up kids. We know he doesn't like kids. He obviously doesn't like women either. How long is she going to hold on to this ruse of this kidnap story, supporting him? I don't know. But I think after she sits in that jail and realizes she's not getting out, nobody's going to post a bail, $1 million bail for each. She's going to come to her senses and finally say, okay, this is what happened to the kid. May be the truth, may not be the truth. But she's going to give some type of cocked up version. It's a very sick situation. And I'm praying that somebody, either Jake or Rebecca, will tell the truth to what happened to baby Emmanuel and put an end to this saga. Stop wasting the prosecutor's time, law officials' time. You saw all those cars on the side of the highway lined up, people, men and women out there trying to search for this kid, and it was a farce. And it's disrespectful to the dead. But can you be shocked? No, because they didn't have any respect for the kid in the first place. That's why we're here. So you can expect these type of shenanigans and buffoonery to have innocent people out here searching for a kid that they killed, they're covering up for what happened to him, and then have people out here in the hot heat looking for a baby that's not there. So where is baby Emmanuel? Is he in the landfill? Is that the truth? I don't know. See, we don't even really know what's the truth, because now we have to ask ourselves, is the neighbor telling the truth that they threw away the child's items in their bin? And when you question that, number one, why do you need to use our bin for trash, no matter what the trash is? Number one. Number two, why would you put things in the bin pertaining to a dead kid, and then a week or so later file a report and say the child's missing? You think the neighbor's not going to come forward and say, oh, hey, Mr. Police Officer, by the way, they used our trash bin to throw away baby clothes, baby blankets, blah, blah, blah. You think the neighbors weren't going to tell that? These people, if this is true, these people are stupid. But as I said, I'm not making any claim on what is the truth. I'm just bringing you a correction that the district attorney says he did not confess to anyone in jail about killing Emmanuel. And I don't know if it's the truth about this neighbor's allegation that they used their garbage can to throw away the baby's items. And that's my latest update. Follow the Queen on the Newsbreak app. Thank you for your time. God bless all of you. If you'd like to donate to this great network, $BigANG129 Cash App. Stickers and chats are welcome during the live stream. That's the latest information. I'll be back with more when I get an update. God bless all of you. Thank you for your time. You have been listening to the Vlog Excel. Bye-bye.